Hello, friends. I'm Chrissy, and this is Questions for Dessert. My intention for this space is to take the humble, predictable, sometimes monotonous everyday and hold the reminder that there is beauty and sacredness and magic everywhere that we look. Let's start today with the Reiki precepts. Just for today, I am free from anger. I am free from worry. I am thankful. I am honest in my work, and I am diligent in my practice. I am true to my way, and I am true to my being. I honor my great bright light, and I hope to help you see yours just for today. Hello friends, it is Friday, December 6th. Welcome back to Vlogmas. It is 3:30, so it is much later than I usually sit down to do this, but we've had a full day. We went and co-worked with some friends for the majority of the day. Then, there's a plane outside my window that's much closer than I usually see, but anywho, we co-worked, we had ramen, we picked up Herschel's medicine, and then I've been crocheting this afternoon. Since then, laid down for a nap, but didn't really fall asleep because I had both cats on the bed. So, one of which is a chunk. So, yeah, I'm ready for the weekend. I have maybe an hour and a half of work to do in the morning, and then some Reiki on Sunday. But for the most part, this weekend is going to be a relaxing one. So let's get into what the cards have for us. Oh, and speaking of cards, I had told myself that I was done buying tarot and oracle for the foreseeable future after the borderless reprint of the Somnia, which I am so excited about. I ordered that oracle deck too. But then yesterday, I'm just minding my own business, scrolling through Instagram, and found an oracle deck that I am really, really excited about. So it was overpriced, but I don't care. There are a few things that I see that when I see them, I'm like, oh my gosh, take my money. And this was one of them. So as soon as it gets here, you'll see it. But let's do our reading for today with the Santa's Helper version of the Winter Wait. And then we'll do a clarifier with my deck, with the Narrative Alchemy. So, no particular questions as we go into this reading today, other than just an energy report. In the same way that I would open the Weather Channel app, I almost said turn on the news. I don't watch the news, but there's a way I would open the Weather Channel app to get a gauge on the weather of the day. Letting the tarot just give us an energy report. Where does our attention, our focus, our awareness need to be whenever it is that this reading comes across our plate? It doesn't have to be received today, because if that were the case, it would only apply to me, because none of y'all will see this until at least tomorrow. But what can we be paying more attention to at the point in our lives when we see this? Where are we invited to bring our focus today? And we have the moon. What a beautiful card. For me, the moon is about mystery. The moon is about, kind of similar to the hermit, in the way of being okay with not being able to see everything, being okay with being on the dark side of things. And I love, look at the Santa here, that sometimes beauty comes in darkness, and that we have to sit in the darkness to understand it. Not only do we have to sit in the darkness to, fully grasp the beauty of the light, but we also have to sit in the darkness, in the mystery, in order to understand it. This card is really, really pretty. That Santa is just something else. So, what mystery, what darkness, what challenge are we being invited to sit with today? What does the moon represent for us? Thinking of us as a collective, us as individuals, and trusting that no matter what comes up, there's room for reflection for each of us. And maybe, just maybe, an epiphany for one of us. What mystery are we invited to dive deeper into today? We have the same card. We have the moon. So how I'm reading this is, we don't know yet. The chances of this, friends. I feel like so many of the readings lately have been reflected directly at me, have been about what I need to hear, what I need to reflect on, the invitation for myself. And I feel like this is kind of the opposite. This is not for me to tell you what your mystery is. This is not for me to tell you what to reflect on. This is an encouragement for you to grab one of your own decks or to put your Spotify on shuffle. This is for you to find out what your mystery is today. I see this as there not being a collective answer, or maybe you just know in your heart without using any tools. I am going to draw a card for me. About my mystery. And I'm going to offer this invitation. Today is the 6th. If at any point between now and we'll say 10 days, December 16th, if you want me to draw a card from the Narrative Alchemy from my deck about what your mystery is, about what you can reflect on, leave a comment. I'll draw you a card. And I'll just give you the keyword at that point. I'm not going to do a reading, but I will draw a card. So if you know what your mystery is, trust yourself. If you want the cards to offer you individual suggestions, leave me a comment, asking for a card. Draw me a card please, whatever. As long as card is in there somewhere, I'll get the picture. A lot of the draws lately I feel like has been for me. And this one more clearly feels like it's for you. And now I'm singing Building a Mystery by Sarah McLachlan, which I'm not complaining about. All right, I'm going to finish my crocheting before we go see some friends. Embrace your mystery. Today's ornament is this sweet little gnome that came from our friends, the Colstons, just last year. Tonight's tea was the warm hibiscus herbal from Plum Deluxe. It has apple for grounding, hibiscus and rose hips for love, orange to be open to the flow, cinnamon for abundance, and cranberries for pleasant surprises. We'll end this video and my day with this loving kindness meditation, going out to ourselves, to each other, and to all. May we all live in safety. May we all live in health. And may we all live in ease. Sending you good rest and peace until we meet again.